Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. I'm Rob.
I'm Mel.
And we're both sorry that we had to delay the stream 1 hour because we underestimated how busy our morning was going to be. So we're sorry for everyone who was waiting for the stream early. And
thank you for your patience.
Thank you for your patience. Yes. If you're watching this later,
you don't know what we're talking about.
You always win. Just like people who wait to buy board games. You always get the better version later if you wait for the second edition or the errata version. Like I say, good things come to those who wait. Don't give in to the FOMO, because you won't miss our stream. Eventually it'll happen. I can't guarantee it'll be better, but it will happen, okay? All right, so yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, things were out of our control. We were away from the home. I couldn't start the stream early because we weren't even home, so I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, welcome. We're playing Stranger Things today. Stranger Things Upside Down by Simon or Cool Mini or Not or whatever, an Asmodee company, whatever they are. I don't even know anymore, but
I didn't realize this was a Simon game.
yeah, it's a Simon game, but it's a Simon game made for retail, not a Simon game made to like upsell people on premium components or anything to get as much money out of them as possible for plastic and paper. And this is supposedly the Stranger Things game that is actually good. This is the only one I want to spend money on. I'm a huge fan of Stranger Things. Love the show. Watch it with my daughter. Back in the day, we used to like put it on projector and watch it like outside and stuff. Like I love Stranger Things. I love that show. It scratches my nostalgic itch, my horror itch. Like just good fun. Definitely some good daddy-daughter bonding moments. Mel, it took a few years to get her to actually watch it, to realize how cool it was. I don't know. Do you even like it?
Yeah, I did like it.
Yeah. But it's an awesome show. I think it's great. Definitely has the creators were definitely inspired by like E.T. and Stand By Me and all these kind of like 80s things that like if you grew up in the 80s, those movies like, you know, kind of shaped who you are. So these guys definitely made a more updated, better quality kind of with new technology version of one of those old like 80s kind of coming of age or Stephen King vibe kind of show. But I love it so much. I always watch every time an IP gets a board game or a card game or something in our hobby. I always check it out. I always got to look and see like, is it just a cash grab or is it anything decent? Is it just targeted at non-gamers or is there actually some gamer love in there? And this was the first one that I came across that I was like, okay, there's some gamer love here. I can tell this was designed. It's designed exactly like going after the horrified E.T., like that audience of those board games we've streamed before on the channel. Arkham Horror Final Hour we played before on the channel. It's like one of those like kind of lighter co-op family kind of games. Like it's a game, not too crazy. It's not too long. It's not too complex, but it's just a fun kind of RNG co-op little session, which we tried it with our daughter and she was like, I was like, do you like it? She's like, yes. I'm like, do you like it as a Stranger Things game? Do you feel like the game feels like you're playing Stranger Things season 1 or whatever? You know, it's got season 1 and 2 in this, but we haven't played 2 yet. Stay tuned for that. And she liked it. She's like, yep, this is great. So, and yeah, if that helps anybody on why we care, that's why. When she said she liked it, I was like, okay, we'll stream it. So this is what we're streaming today. So sorry about if you're expecting something better. Sorry about that, but it's still pretty cool.
But this may be for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you're new here, which you might be, and I got to remember that whenever we play a new game, there's new people that come to the channel. You don't always know us. Full disclosure, this was not provided by a publisher. We bought this with our own money or the money from these people, but don't tell them. If you think this was a good purchase, yes, we bought it with your money. Thanks for supporting the channel. But if you think this is a bad game to buy and you don't want to watch us play this, we didn't spend your money. Yeah.
No, we spent our money.
Yeah, we spent different money. Yeah. But yes, thank you for supporting the channel. We don't get paid by publishers to play games here. We play games we're interested in. We curate our own games. Sometimes we receive publisher copies, but we'll say that out loud, okay? We've always been that way. If I don't say anything, it's because we bought it. And I don't usually highlight when we buy it. I only usually highlight it when we were given the game or sent the game, but I'm trying to be better over the last couple of years and say it. So just so you know, that's what we're playing. And thanks to all these people for supporting the channel. Thanks to you for watching, clicking the like button, sharing the videos, all that stuff. It all helps it grow here. I do this full time. My wife Mel helps us out when she can between her other things she's doing and stuff. So thank you for supporting us here and helping us grow.
If you want to support the channel, our link's down below.
Yeah, that's the usual tagline I'm supposed to say.
You click that join button, super chat, all of those things help the channel. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Yes, Mike. Different money.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, not your money, I promise. Unless you like this game, then we spent your money on it, so feel proud. Yeah, that's how we'll go. Be very wishy-washy political. Don't want to, ruffle any feathers. But hello, welcome to the channel. We usually play games that are like kind of this complicated or more complicated. We play story games, legacy games, one-off games, Euro games, solo games, co-op games, competitive games. All the games that I think are kind of cool. Some games that I think are cool at first, but maybe aren't as cool after a while. Some games I think that other people in the community might think are cool. So we kind of play stuff like what I feel like playing. So that's why it's Rob's gaming table. So I'm sorry if I'm not playing all the new hotness all the time or things like that. You'll find some old games being played currently on the channel. You find some new games being played. I just like to play different stuff.
We like to play what we like to play, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Embracer Group does own Asmodee, Brian. But I've heard Embracer Group's kind of like in money troubles or something right now. So I don't know if they're going to be offloading things, but I think it was a good company to own Asmodee, so they won't be as strict because it's a company like owns video gaming houses and stuff. So they understand like creativity and letting people kind of make cool things instead of just trying to cut budget. But we'll see. But yeah, I know CMON works with Asmodee for retail and stuff. Like they distribute all their retail things. I think CMON only handles Kickstarters. But who knows? But they're definitely in bed with Asmodee for sure. This money will be tracked digitally and fully... Yogi, thank you for the super chat.
Thank you so
this
much.
money will be tracked digitally and fully audited to follow where it's spent. Awkward.
Where would you like it to go to? I mean, we shouldn't give him that option.
No. Before he says it, before the delay happens, he's gonna say something about Arkham Horror LCG. That's for
okay,
sure.
okay.
Yep.
We can do that.
This is what Yogi. He's trying to influence me to play that game more.
Subliminal messaging.
Oh, all the time. I wake up in the middle of the night. I swear I hear someone in my room whispering to me while I'm sleeping, saying
that's weird.
Yeah, and then I wake up and I see like the windows open and the curtains are just blowing in the wind, and I'm like, and it's like play Arkham Horror, and I was like, Yogi. Is that Yogi in here again? So yeah, I don't know. It's weird, but I swear that happens. So I'll catch you one of these times. I know what you're doing, or you're paying somebody to do it, but I'm not gonna fall for it. Okay, I'll play it when I want to, which I always kind of want to. Okay, but I have to play other stuff too. Why is it on your mind? And how do you know I might have played it today? Exactly.
Thank you so much, Yogi. Thank you.
Thank you for the support. All right. Anyway,
we will spend it responsibly.
Yeah, sure. Sure we will. All right. Let's go to here. All right. So this is what we're playing today. Stranger Things Upside Down, released this year. In Canada, it was delayed by a couple months before it was available to us here. But I know there was some people in the community that were messaging me and letting me know that it was out. I'd probably like it. We like Horrified. I love Stranger Things. So we were already told, like, Rob, you need to check this game out. And I trust these people to say that. And then I went and looked for it. And I'm like, oh, it's out in the US already. But it didn't arrive in Canada for like 2 months after the US. So we literally just showed up like probably a couple weeks ago, I think. Mel quickly painted it with speed paints. Thanks to Army Painter for some of those speed paints. Thanks to our local game store for some of those other speed paints. But Mel tried to speed paint this thing quick and dirty to get it table ready.
Yeah, I did it in like a night and a half.
Yeah. She like did it super quick.
Really quick.
In the middle of also painting other games. She was like, I'm like, can you just like maybe paint this quick and dirty so we can play it soon? Like, because I don't want to play with gray plastic, especially for something that I like the IP. So anyways, we'll show you those minis in a sec, just so you know. But keep in mind, speed paint, table ready, okay? Not award-winning painting competitions.
I think they still look good though.
They do.
I'm proud of them.
But the problem is I hold them up super close to the camera, and then you like just see that like paint's been just slapped on them, sort of, and then it's like, but that's speed paints, right?
Yep.
But when you're playing with it on the table, like looks awesome. Like I literally look great. But I do see when you take your time and you use like, some speed paints, some normal paints, you start doing all the extra techniques. It takes weeks, it seems.
Oh yeah.
But those minis, yes, sometimes those minis like look crazy. But anyways, these are all just small mass market minis. I gotta stop talking about minis that you can't see, because that's bad video producing.
You're just making the hype.
There's no hype. I'm just kidding. All right, so this is ranked 6,000 something overall. I don't know. It's a CMON game, so people will hate on it for sure, which I will probably too, just because that name's on the box. We've all been burnt by one of their crowdfunding campaigns, haven't we? Kids of Hawkins working together to stop the evils from the Upside Down. So it's supposedly best with 4 players, so we're not playing it at its best, according to the community, but we'll try. We're going to play a 2-player today, obviously. We're not going to run 4 characters or anything, but I have played a 3-player. It seemed to work fine. Supposedly 60 minutes, but add on our stream, ranting, and all that stuff, it'll be about 17 hours. Age is 12 plus, but the community says you can play with 8 or higher. Again, it's 12 plus on the box because they don't want to pay to have, you know, it verified that the toys aren't poisonous or, you know.
Yeah, there's little cubes.
Yeah.
I guess choking hazard.
Well, that's just for 3 and under. But if they put it for 8 plus, then they have to go pay for extra certifications and stuff to be able to put 8 plus on the box. They obviously didn't want to do that, but it definitely can be paid for us. But also the Stranger Things IP might be like a, you know, maybe the show's rated, you know, 13 and older or something. Who knows? So it does have that theme here, but you're not going to see the actual like aliens eating people's faces or anything. Maybe.
Spoiler.
Its weight is 2.0 out of 5, according to some people that rated it. So there you go. Hello, Rogue77. How's it going?
Hello.
Finally caught you live. Really enjoying your stuff.
Oh, welcome.
Okay.
Glad you're here.
Hopefully you keep enjoying it, but no promises. I can't guarantee anything. Okay. I may piss you off at one point, and I'm sorry ahead of time. Okay. But thank you for being here. Oh, Minion's been meaning to get the metallic. You got the metallic ones, right?
I did.
And have you used them yet?
I have.
And?
I like them a lot. They're a little bit more watery than the regular ones, but I do like them a lot. A lot.
There we go. Now we're kind of centered. I don't know what's happening. I swear I line it up and then it's all off. I think it's your fault.
It's my fault.
I don't know what you did.
I think it's their fault.
Maybe. Like the camera moved or something. I swear I lined it all up. Did you say Metallica? Listen, Addie, I'm not playing Metallica music. My channel will get taken down. You know that. I know what you're trying to do.
You could just play your own while the stream is on.
Yes. Also, I had a poll going. Thank you everyone that voted on. I'm going to close the poll now just out of curiosity. I asked in the live chat, are you a Stranger Things fan? And 76% said yes, 23 said no.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
But some people I know Brian said he's just here to hang out. He's not a Stranger Things fan.
Love that.
But then some people are just gaming fans. They just want to see if the game's any good. Because again, I play games with themes on them that I'm not really into.
Same.
And the games end up being fun still.
Yeah.
So who knows?
And some people may not be a fan, but are just interested.
True. All right. I'm just going to show you the box. Just because it actually being a pretty cheap retail game, actually still comes with an insert to store cubes and tokens and decks of cards. Okay, so there is a season 2 scenario on the other side of this board. And it has its own scenes and its own allies and its own enemies you play against, the little dogs, the little demon dogs or whatever. So we're not using the demon dogs today, but there is another scenario with slightly different rules, but it's pretty much a lot of the same rules. If you're playing with extra characters, you'll need, more minis to choose from, but it's nice there's storage, and it has even the little plastic cover to hold the minis in if you paint them and keep them all protected and stuff. So I'm impressed some of these like cheaper retail games actually coming with like usable inserts is great to see.
And someone who paints minis, I love when they have individual slots for each mini, because I do feel like it protects them better when you do paint them. So I do love that.
Yeah, absolutely. So I just want to show that. I like to show that stuff out because sometimes you don't even see that in $400 games you buy on Kickstarter. Don't even come with inserts. You have to spend another $100 on another insert, which is like, that's unacceptable. Unacceptable today. But anyways. All right. So we've chosen some characters. We're going to play this game. It's kind of like if you've played Horrified. If you haven't, it's a really great co-op game with a horror theme. Really well done. Family weight, solid game. This is definitely in that class of complexity, of length, of fun, of problem solving, all that kind of stuff. It's a very similar game. Okay. So if you own that game, you love it. Maybe you don't need this game. Maybe you want Stranger Things, but you're like, I don't know if the game is any good. If you've heard of Horrified or look into Horrified, this is very similar. Okay, but that game does have some differences, obviously, but it's in the same category. Or like E.T. We played E.T. Yeah. That, again, designed by like the same people that did Horrified, like the same publishing house or whatever, Prospero Hall. Yeah, this feels like a Prospero Hall kind of game. Sort of. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. So there's many characters to choose from the show. And when you're playing season 1 or 2, you choose from these characters. We have Dustin, Nancy, Lucas, Mike, and the art they use is not just taking shots from the show. They actually used an artist. This is the best way to do it, I think. When you're using like a TV or movie IP, they used an artist and actually used the likeness of the actors, but still made it all cohesive art. It's not just this is a picture from the show, or like it looks very computer generated or anything, or cheesy shot. So like, you know, there's Jim Hopper. You know, I know it's Jim Hopper. It looks like Jim Hopper, but it's like they actually paid an artist to do art for the game, you know, which is great. I love that. Sometimes stills from shows and movies don't look bad in games, but sometimes it looks really cheesy, lazy, cheap. But they did a good job. Okay, they did a good job. Okay, so what's that? Six characters to pick from. And if you notice, there's no 11. 11 is actually supposedly you can digitally download a player mat for her and print it off. I just saw that when I was looking up the rules PDF on their website. But 11, she is just going to track what act we're in. So basically how bad the like enemy phase is going to be. So she starts on Act 1 and she'll move along this track, and that track here tells you how many bad cards will draw from the scene deck, which is over here. This scene deck, it's like all bad things. Okay? It'll like move the Demigorgon around. It'll have, you know, you take some fear and things, okay? All bad things, right? And the more you push your luck, the more bad things will happen. And the longer the game goes, so there's the time counter of it gets crazier, right? And the cool thing is, if it gets to the end and she's on the third act, once we get through this action deck, we lose. If you need to draw cards from this action deck, and this action deck drives the game, these are like our action cards. You'll see them. I'll explain those in a minute. I'll give you a good overview of the game. We'll fully play the game, and then we'll talk about it at the end. But we already gave some of our thoughts about it. But that's one of the loss conditions. Another loss condition, we instantly lose if our fear meter. We have a little fear track here. Okay, they're different based on the character. Obviously, I'm Jim Hopper. He ain't scared. He never scared. So his fear meter is like super huge. But if it ever gets to the end of this, if my little red token hits the end, any one of ours, any player at the table, if they hit their max fear, all of us lose. Game's over. You lose. Okay, so you have to be careful with your fear meter. You can take a calm down action, for example, which you'll see in the game, that you can reduce your fear. There's items to help you reduce your fear, but a lot of these bad cards will raise your fear. Failing skill checks, you raise your fear by the difference you fail. So again, be careful when you're doing skill checks if you don't feel you're ready for them, or they could, you know, destroy you and end the game. So again, there's the this hits the end, and this moves acts based on this deck running out. So the more cards you play, the more actions you're doing, the more skill checks you're doing, that will speed up the game. And eventually you'll shuffle this deck, and then that moves the act. And then you shuffle it again, it moves the act. And then you go to draw from it again and shuffle it, you fail. Okay? So that's kind of like the two loss conditions. The win condition, we need to save Will. Okay, Will is in trouble. He is trapped in the upside down. We don't know where he is. So this is Will's mom. Okay.
Yeah, you have to play Will's mom when you're trying to find Will.
Well,
right?
As a mother.
Yeah, exactly.
I figured if Mel plays the mother role, this will be her best role to make sure we succeed. Okay. Like I trust Will's brother, but he, you know, gets into the girls and gets distracted. Joyce is like, she is freaking focused.
Yep.
I know Jim can try to distract her, but she's not falling for that, okay? So that's who we're playing today, and that's what 11 is going to do for us. And then we have our little Demigorgon here. He's going to be annoying. Okay, he looked awesome. Okay, he's the bad dude running around. He's considered a foe. We also have these two vans, which normally have little stands, and they stand up and drive around the board. Okay, but we're going to lay them down so you can see them better. But they're little Hawkins, you know, power company vans, which are the bad guys are hiding in there. Okay, that work at the lab. Okay, so they're bad guys also. Okay, and then the Demigorgon, who's from the upside down, he's here running around too. Okay, so we're going to do some setup, and it involves setting up some tokens, and then we'll kind of explain how the actions and the skill checks work. So Mel, if you can, with these random tokens, these tokens can be any number from 0 to 5. There are a lot of 3s, 4s, 2s, I think, in here, but the 5s and the 0s are kind of rare. And mix them up. You're going to take these 5 Demigorgon tokens and mix them with 7 random tokens here. You're going to do it over here or something, flip them face down. And this is going to create the Save Will stacks. And these numbers get added together, and you'll use your action cards that have numbers on them from 1 to 3. And these ones you'll play against the stack of unknown information most times to try to have equal or greater than the number of the sum of the stack you're testing against. If you win, the stack clears. All this will make sense when we walk through it during the game. You'll see it in action and it'll all just click. I'm just going to explain it quickly, but and then based on the number, you clear the whole stack if you complete it. We need to clear 3 of these stacks, the ones that are labeled Rescue Will. You'll see one Mel has here. So this is Rescue Will. So that action is tied to this space. Spaces are connected via these roads. That means they're adjacent. If you pass this road, for example, you have to gain a fear. Okay, we already talked about fear. Okay, the Demigorgon will have some stacks here that Mel's going to set up. So all the stacks on the board that need something for setup will have a little number in there to remind you that you need to put that many tokens in there. So Mel's going to start filling up all of them on the board from her side over there. And then we basically have to do skill checks against them by doing the actions in those spaces. And then I'll talk about some of the actions on the board while Mel's doing that. The minis are painted, Dave. The minis are painted. These are painted with Army Painter speed paints to get them quick and dirty table ready in no time. So Mel just quickly painted these with some Army Painter speed paints. And so yeah, we painted them. They normally come just gray. They're just gray, regular minis. Nothing special. They're not like amazing minis, but they're fine. They're detailed. They're like mass market kind of minis. Well, I guess better than mass market minis. They're like at least kind of like gamer level quality. Like, yeah. Like CMON, like the lower level of CMON minis, basically, if you think. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Speed paints work great on, like, I noticed anything with like fur or texture.
Oh, definitely
like
better.
On a slimy enemy, like just slapping it on, all of a sudden, boom, they're shaded, they're highlighted, they're like
all the muscles and veins and
it
stuff
just
pop
shows,
out.
Yeah, detail is great.
Yeah.
Okay. So
do you want me to just keep going with this?
Yeah,
or okay.
Yeah, please set it up. I was going to talk about the board while you're setting it up. So again, different spaces on the board. Here, I'll zoom in on the top half. So there's 2 halves of the board. There's the Hawkins half and the upside down half, okay? The upside down half has more of these roads with fear and things like that. But in the Hawkins half, the different spaces up here, we're going to, when she sets it up, we're going to be able to flip the top of all the stacks that are up in Hawkins. So we have some known information. So you know, when you're testing against something, at least you know what one token is.
Shoot.
That's fine. Just keep, yeah.
Well, I don't even know where it went. I'm so sorry. Did it go underneath me?
I have no idea.
Let me just get down here.
All right, we'll be right back just in case she accidentally unplugs her mic. Yeah, so you guys just talk about the minis. So there's some of the other characters. So, you know, we got Dustin and Mike and Lucas and Nancy.
Mm-hmm.
And then here's the other enemies. We'll look at these enemies in the next playthrough. We'll do another playthrough someday coming up soon, maybe after Gen Con, maybe before. I don't know when. But in the next few weeks, we'll do a playthrough of the other side, the Season 2 scenario, and kind of check out what's different and the different enemies and the different cards and things. And we'll use some different characters. So stay tuned for that. If you're interested, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that jazz. Or if you're watching this much later in the future, check the video description. There's a playlist down there. I'll put it in the playlist when I schedule the stream. So you'll be able to find the stream or the video there when it's done. Okay, so back to explain the board here. So these are spaces, the big circles connected by roads. Those are adjacent spaces. You can move in the game on the first step of your turn by spending your built-in move points, okay? You have move points. Every character has some maybe different move points. Most of them have 1. I think there's some with 2. I think Dustin has 2. But you can just move 1 adjacent space. Okay, you can move like that. You can move like this, whatever. But you can play an action card to boost those movement points, or multiple action cards to boost the movement points. Okay, so that's another thing you can use the numbers on action cards for, is to boost your movement. Once you're done your movement, you take 1 action, and the action is dependent on what space you end in. When you are moving, though, just one thing to mention with foes, the Demigorgon or the Vans, you must stop if you enter a space with them, so they block you. And then the only action you can take on your turn in the space with a foe is to fight, to try to fight that enemy, which is basically testing against one of their skill stacks. So a Demigorgon, you'll pick a stack, you'll skill check against it by playing more action cards and adding them together to try to beat the stack. If you fail, you discard 1 random token from the stack, put the stack back, okay? If you pass, you get rid of the stack completely and you weaken whatever thing you did, and you get to move the thing you fought, you get to move it to an adjacent space or whatever away from you to clear it out. so that maybe next time you can actually get the action done you want to do. But on each space is an action, or two. Some of them have two. So this one I could recruit an ally. So let's set up some allies. So there's an ally deck specific to season 1. And we're going to shuffle that. We're going to get some random allies. Every time you play, different allies are set up. Okay. And the allies, so the first ally we'll get in the top right here, has a number. That's how big the stack is going to be of random things to test against to try to recruit this ally. Super simple. Officer Callahan, you can still put it there.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Officer Callahan has an ability. At the start of your turn, you may discard 1 token from any of the bottom of any Hawkins laboratory stack, even if it's the last one. So instead of testing against these, maybe this guy can help you just get rid of them or make the test easier. And if you clear those ones, for example, you get to ignore something that I'll show you later in the game to make it better. All the spaces have a benefit to try to clear them, right? So the ally, you get recruit an ally. You can recruit an ally here, or you can recruit an ally over here at the school. And this ally is going to be Steve Harrington, he's harder to get because he's a stack of 3 maybe. And you get to ignore the first fear you gain during any turn. So that's great.
That's good.
Okay, hopefully Steve can help us. And then we have other allies. Okay, they're random every game. There's a whole bunch of them. And season 2 has its own allies. Okay, so they're all in here. The art looks great. Okay, there's Jonathan. All right. So I'll just shuffle these up. We'll put them to the side. And if we ever get an ally out of there, you just put a new one there to replace it. So it's like, and there's no limit to the amount of allies each player can have. Okay. So yeah. The next thing you could do is maybe get an item. And a lot of the spaces have get an item. Some of it even has get an item +2. That means you get to look at more cards from the deck, choose one, shuffle the rest back in. So out of the whole item deck, and this is my favorite, of course, there's a lot of good references to the show. So the item deck, let's say I do an item, I have a get item. You always have to at least play 1 action card to do it. So let's say I play this, and I get to look at the top 2 cards because I'm playing a 2. Or maybe I also play another 2. Okay, so I'm looking at the top 4. If I'm doing the get item action, which we can do like all over the map, it's everywhere. You'd look at these items and you'd pick one to keep, shuffle the rest back in. So some of them can help you on action spaces, but they all basically give you an extra number to help you on certain actions. So on fighting, you could have extra, so it'll help buff up your cards. Investigating the lab we'll talk about, you know, that's all there, okay? It's all different stuff in here. Lots of stuff from the show. Anyways, so yeah, you can just do it anywhere it says get item. Okay, another one is calm down. So there's calm down here, +2. So that will just help you reduce your fear by a certain amount. So some of the actions are contested and some are non-contested. So calming down, there's no skill check. You're just playing as many numbers on the cards as you want, plus whatever bonus from the action, reduce the number, move on. Okay, that's your one action you did on turn. But if you're testing against a stack, that's called a contested action. You're trying to pass it, you might fail. Okay, so getting an item, you never can fail. You'll get something. There's no, oh no, I didn't find the item I wanted. You know, maybe I need to draw 7 cards, so I hopefully get the one, you know. There is ones you might specifically want, but you'll get something still. And you can only hold 2 items. There is a max, and you can discard, you know, an item you have already if you don't need it anymore to take a 3rd one. But you can only ever have 2. Okay. Yeah, villain Steve or good guy Steve? It's good guy Steve, I guess, because he's on our side. Steve was always good, okay? He just was misunderstood. I'm just kidding. Yeah, he was a dick at the beginning. All right. So that's items. Okay, what else we got here? Gather info. Gathering info is an uncontested action. You just play whatever amount of cards. Let's say I play these 2, and I can take the top token of 4 different stacks and flip them up so they're known information, kind of like we see here. Okay. There's help 11, and helping 11 over here, she has some abilities. There's also helping 11 down in the upside down. These are one-time game effect abilities. If you pass the test, you clear off the stack, you fire off the ability, it's done. And you get to choose which one you're testing against and which ability you want to fire off. If you fail, again, anytime you fail a skill check, you flip the tokens down, shuffle them, remove one randomly, put the rest back on the stack. Not face up, just back face down. So you don't know what you could be testing against the second time. So even trying a test, but again, if you fail, the difference you fail by, you're gaining that much fear. So it's you know, yes, you'll weaken the test, you'll make it easier to pass in the future, but you also make it so you might need to go calm down and slow the game down or lose by hitting your max fear. Okay. We already talked about recruit ally. So investigating the lab, that's a way just to ignore these symbols on the action cards. So when you play action cards on your turn, you might have these symbols on them. And these symbols on them will mean you draw extra scene cards, these bad cards. You'll draw extra ones at the end of your turn if you've played more of these cards that have these little hazard symbols on them, okay? So it's like a push your luck. But if we investigate the lab and we clear off 3 of these spaces, we'll get to ignore up to 3 of those every turn. But there are some of these bad cards that will add tokens back to stacks, okay? But if a stack's completely empty, I don't think it can add tokens back to it.
It can't add tokens unless it says to an empty stack.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. But sometimes they'll add tokens to an existing stack, and the max that can be there is 4 in a stack. Any extras that can't be put in the stack will get put back in the random pile, but I think every player has to take fear equal to the difference, I think.
I think so, yes.
Yeah, every player at the table will have to take fear. So that's another way you can get fear if you're not managing your stacks and clearing them out and going around doing the actions. Okay, what else we got? And then there's the rescue will action, which is just testing against this. Again, rescuing will is how we win. Clear off all 3 rescue will stacks. So there's 2 over here, one at Castle Buyers in the upside down, one at the Buyer's house in the upside down, not to be confused with the Buyer's house in Hawkins and the Castle Buyers in Hawkins. Okay, they're one's in the upside down, one's in Hawkins. Okay, this is why it's called the upside down. We're literally we're in the show. There is an alternate world. But yeah.
I think the last thing is
Wait,
this stack here, the Demigorgon stack.
Okay, yeah. Or the patrol stack.
Or the
too,
patrol
right?
stack, yeah.
So again, when you fight an enemy, like I said before, you'll fight against the patrol stack. If you're trying to fight a van and the enemies don't go away, you have to you just move them one away and you destroy the pile, but then the pile gets refilled. Over here though, with the Demigorgon, those Demigorgon tokens are equal, the ones that are hidden, that Mel shuffled in, 5 Demigorgon tokens in these 3 rescue will stacks. We don't know where they are, but right now they're worth 4, and they're worth 4 because there are 4 stacks in the Demigorgon's little box here, and it can go up to 8 or go as low as 0. Okay, so if you fight the Demigorgon and you win against one of the stacks, you pick which stack you're going to test against. You will destroy that stack and weaken the Demigorgon. But some of these crap-tastic cards here will make the Demigorgon stronger. So yeah, that's the thing. But other than that, I think we can just start playing and show how the game goes.
I think so.
So based on your character, they have a specific starting spot on the board. So Jim Hopper says starting location, the police station. So he's up at the police station. Joyce says
the Buyer's house.
Buyer's house, makes sense. Okay, she's up there.
Yeah.
All right. So these action cards, we're each going to get 5. And you always have 5. So if you play a bunch on your turn, you keep the rest, and you'll draw up new ones at the end of your turn. And there you go. Okay.
The ones we're playing are going above? Is that how we're doing?
Yeah. Because the items will put below. But yeah, you can play your row of cards there. We'll do whatever you want. It's fine. As long as we can all see what's going on. We probably won't get to see all your cards, especially once you start taking items, but at least just explain what you're playing. Okay. Oh yeah, one more thing I forgot to describe is the phone symbol is a +1 if you're doing an action in a space with at least one other character. So obviously in 2-player, we might not be in the same space that often. It's a little harder, but we might want to get together to really help amplify an action. So if I play these 2 cards and Mel was in my space, this would actually be 6 instead of 4. And I would have to draw 2 extra bad cards at the end unless I was ignoring some of these symbols. Okay. But again, they're 1 through 3. So you might want to save up. Like I might want to hold this 3 until I build up some more 3s and go for a really serious action. But you just kind of make a choice based on how many tokens are in the stack, what numbers you can see or not. So yeah. All right. So the first player is the player who last rode a bike, or we can just determine randomly.
I think we might need to determine randomly.
Okay, you can be the purple die, I'll be the green die. Who rolls higher?
3.
Okay, 3 that we tied. Okay. 4.
3.
All right, I'm higher. I'll go first. Sure.
Okay.
Hey, Doc, how's it going?
Hey.
Doc says, I zoned out a bit by the end there. Go over the rules again? No. We'll just play the game and it'll make so much sense as we go. I just like to give a little bit at the start so anyone who's watching wants to play along who maybe never seen the game can help ask questions or like strategy suggestions or anything. So feel free in the chat to ask, why are you doing this? Or maybe you should go do that. You might see stuff from a bird's eye view on stream that we don't see being at the table,
Yep.
So you might see something that we're missing or an action we should probably be doing. Maybe I should go over the actions just so you know too, because you probably can't read them from there, obviously. These are the 11 actions you can do once per game. Psionic Shield is remove 1 scene from the discard pile from the game. So the scene deck could get shuffled. There's one card in here that shuffles the discard back into the deck. So you might want to remove some card that you don't want to see over and over again. Psychometry. I don't know how to say that, but anyways, you get to look at all the tokens from one rescue will stack. So you have like 100% known information, so you don't fail against one of those rescue will stacks. We have levitation. Reshuffle the top 10 cards of the action discard back into the deck. So that will help you maybe not have to move 11 so quickly and buy you an extra couple turns. And then down in the upside down, we have help 11 here also. We have friendship. Reset 2 characters' fear tracks to the start. So that'll help you not lose the game possibly. Telekinesis. Discard 2 Demigorgon stacks. That will weaken the Demigorgon, which will make the rescue will action hopefully easier. And then a Psionic Blast. Remove 1 patrol from the game. And these guys, I hate, so annoying.
They are annoying.
They are so annoying. But at least you have a way to get rid of 1. They troll you so hard. Hey, Adam. Oh, did Bernardo say something about that? Greetings from the Down Under, having a chat with Millie, or Miley. It seems like she's having a bad day. Hey, Bernardo. Down Under? Upside down, I meant. Oh, okay. I got what you meant, though. I got what you meant. Okay. All right, so I'll go first.
Yep.
So again, can you pass me the rule book?
Yep.
I also want to shout this out. I love this. Okay, rule book, well done. But the best part, all the stuff you need to know is right on the back. So as the rule book sitting at the table as you're learning, the order of operations of your turn are right there. Move, perform. You don't have to move, but if you're going to move, it's the first step. You can't move after doing an action. Perform an action, refill your hand, reveal scenes. Super straightforward. And then the 2 based on season 1 and 2, it'll tell you what you can do and all it's explained right here. So you can look up this PDF online. It's available on CMON's website. And you can check through this if you're like, want to know if the game's for you or not, or you like the rules or whatever. But super straightforward. So we're just going to move. I do want to gather items. I need items. I like items. I like loot. So loot will help me do things better. So I'm going to actually just use my base 1 point of movement. So I don't use any cards to speed up the game or like to do any tests or anything. So I have more options. I'm going to go here to Main Street. And in Main Street, get item +2. So I can already look at 2 cards, but I think I want to look at 3 cards. So I'm going to play that. And then they'd say to keep your cards available. So if you play any of these with the reds at the end of your turn, you know how many cards to draw. So that's why we kind of leave them out for now. Is that it? Yeah, no, we'll do that. I'm going to look at 4. The deck's kind of big. I want to see. Okay. So let's look at 4 items here and make some choices. We got some chocolate pudding. 11 likes chocolate pudding. So if we help 11, 11 will help us. And that will help us on our skill checks trying to help 11. Bear trap, which is great against fighting the Demigorgon, or I guess also the patrol vans. Put it down, they pop their tires. I don't know how that works, but anyways. The wrist rocket, +1 to fight. So obviously I wouldn't take this if I'm going to take a fight when I take the bear trap. And they can be used together, so you only have 2 items. So if I had these 2 items, I would have a +4 to my fights. So you can use 2 items at once or whatever. And then a flashlight. Oh, help us rescue Will. The cool part is this doesn't get discarded. It goes shuffle back in the deck if I don't pick it. So there's a chance you can get it on the next go. So I'm not as worried about grabbing that right now. I feel like I'm not going to be trying to rescue Will for a bit. I want to use maybe helping 11 or fighting. Fighting will weaken this guy if we destroy these stacks, which also help the rescue will action technically.
Right.
So in my mind, that's like the fights are better, but I'm thinking of trying to do some help 11 actions, but I also want to investigate the lab. Unfortunately, I didn't get an investigate a lab option.
I think that the officer Callahan could help us with that though.
But are you able to get a check that's 2 tokens with a 4 and maybe, who knows? Like
likely no,
there?
because I only have 2, 4, 6.
I'll take the pudding for the help 11, I think. No, let's do the bear fight, the bear trap for +3 to fight. I'll do that. Then I'll shuffle these back in. Yeah, Adam says bear trap would be my choice. I'm thinking about it. It's like, it is +3, which is like a very high number, but like, you got to think how many times I'm going to be fighting right now. Am I going to fight now or later? Should I grab something that maybe would help me in an action I'm going to do sooner? And then maybe I could discard that thing when I get something else to replace it later. Bigger number better. But again, if you're not doing that check very often, then the number is worthless. If you're doing another action more often, it's probably better to save you cards. So really, I wanted something that said investigate the lab, because I was thinking of investigating the lab once or twice, or even helping 11. I might try that well before I'm probably going to fight the Demigorgon. But maybe I'll be
But
fighting.
it depends on the scene cards too, because
It's a trap.
yeah.
Yeah, true. Depends. All right. That's my one action I get to do. Now I will draw up replacement cards. Okay. And then, because we're in Act 1, I didn't play any with red icons on them, so we're just drawing one card. I don't know if I shuffled this. Let me just shuffle. I don't know when I was talking and showing cards. I'm just going to give it a little shuffle quickly here. I know I shuffled the items and the allies and the actions. I just don't know this deck if I did it.
I remember also one thing that we didn't go over that we can go over after you do your scene, but we didn't talk about our abilities, what abilities we have.
Oh,
like
yeah,
each
true.
character has its own ability,
Yes.
so
Quick and dirty. Thank you, Mel.
no problem. I just remember.
Mine is if any other character in a location gains fear, you may take some or all of it. But I just like his big fear meter, so that's like I don't know how often that situation will come up, but
The only reason I actually even realized is because mine is a +1 to rescue Will. So when I saw the flashlight come up, I was like, "Oh,
That
that
makes
reminds me. We didn't
so
talk about
Mel is the rescuer. We'll just beef her up with rescue Will
Yes.
items, and that's her job.
Yeah.
I'll be the fighter, and maybe the help 11 with the pudding, which would make super sense.
I mean,
actually.
thematically,
That's what I'm saying.
definitely,
Yeah,
yes.
it just makes sense. We gotta play our roles.
yeah.
All right, let's draw our first scene card. Oh, great. The Demigorgon feeds. Create a stack of 2 tokens in an empty Demigorgon slot. If all 8 slots are filled, each character gains 1 fear instead. So there's another reason why we should try to clear it out.
Yep. So now those Demigorgon tokens are worth 5.
Yep. So don't
man.
rescue Will until we fight some. Now fighting is like, maybe I want to fight more
Yeah.
now. To get those tokens down and make sure they don't hit 8, or else we start generating fear.
Okay.
See, that might be a card to remove from the deck with an 11 power so that he doesn't strengthen up so often during the game, right?
True.
All right. Oh, and keep in mind, we only played this twice. We played twice already. Just keep that in mind. So we kind of know some stuff that happens or whatever, and kind of how it goes a little bit. And we haven't played all the characters yet or anything, so we can't talk about which character might be the best or whatever. But we will have seen 5 different characters, so most of them.
Okay. So I could move at this point. I don't think I have enough to get an ally. I only have 6.
But it might just be a 0, 1, or 2 under there, and maybe you pass. But even if you fail, as long as you've tested enough, you won't go up that much fear, and then you'll weaken the stack and only be 1 token left.
I do like this ally because this ally can really help with removing tokens to investigate the lab. Yep. So, I mean, I could try, but
what else could you do?
I could, if I fail on this and I take fear, I could go next door to calm down.
You could just try to get an item to start, get rid of some of your weaker cards. Maybe you'll draw up for next round, being in the space to have higher cards.
I could.
Yeah.
But if I get him, it's like 1 turn extra that I could move a token because it's at the start of your turn.
I have a feeling it'll probably be like, I would bet on it being like 7.
Yeah, you think?
That's what I would bet. It could be higher, it could be lower. But again, we can show what happens when a fail happens.
I think like early I'd be okay with it, I think, because I can go next door, calm down for +2.
But that's still a waste of a whole turn. Plus this turn you get no benefits. That's 2 turns wasted basically.
I know, but if I get it and I get the benefit from him next turn right away.
You wouldn't get it next turn because you would have to go calm down.
No, if I pass.
Oh, I see.
If it's a 0, 1, or 2, I pass. I fail if it's a 3, 4, or 5. So it's like 50-50.
Yeah. Do whatever.
Okay, I'm going to try.
Whatever you
I'm going to try just for the fun of...
So you're playing all your cards?
Yeah.
But that does speed us through the action deck faster too, right? And get us to Act 2 quicker by you blowing all those cards on an action that might not even win. Now that I think of it that way.
But if it does win, this is less actions that we have to do here.
If it fails, though, you lose turns and you just blew like 5 cards. A whole multiple turns. So it's up to you. And now that I think of it like that.
Will you be mad if I fail?
I think you should just try to get an item. You're eventually going to want to get an item anyway, so might as well filter out some crappy cards, right? And then you'll still be in the space, assuming this guy doesn't come there. But it's your call. You do whatever. You do whatever. And I can just blame you if we lose. Just kidding.
You're fine. I will.
No, do whatever.
No, I know.
Because then we can show a failure, right?
Yeah.
I won't be showing failing skill checks the whole game. Andrelis, like we said, we just played. This is our third game ever playing, so we can't really talk about replayability. But
I mean, there's randomization in all of it.
Yeah, it's just like the variability is there. Lots of cards and stacks, lots of tokens. It changes every time. Different setup. Yeah, there's 2 sides to the board, 2 games. So I don't know about the game's replayability. That's up to you, right? You might play it once and feel like I solved it. I get how the game works. I have other games like this. I don't really care about playing this game more than once. But maybe you have a family that loves playing it and loves this theme and just keeps playing. And like, how much does it cost, right? I don't know how much the game costs. So if it's like a $30 game, I don't question replayability at that point. Because a $30 night with 4 people having fun playing it, it's like, that's worth it for me. Even if we only play it once and throw it away.
Well, there's definitely two acts, right? There's act 1 and 2, so there's definitely...
Or no, 2 seasons.
Seasons, yeah.
You play season 1 and season 2.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know about replayability. I don't kind of ask those questions for cheaper games usually. I just need to get my value out of it. And everyone's value calculations are completely different.
I also find like in games like this, if I put them on the shelf for a little while and then I bring it out later, I've forgotten a lot of the scene cards, whatever. Okay, I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to go with get an item for 2. You'll pass me 2.
First one is the flashlight.
Oh.
And the wrist rocket.
Well, I'm going to go with...
I already saw. Uh-oh.
The flashlight.
Okay.
So now, in Rescue Will, I have an extra 2.
So we'll shuffle it up.
And I'm hoping for a larger than 1s on my replacement card, so then I can get that ally next turn. 2 cards, please.
2 action cards. Oh yeah, I forgot to discard my
card. 2 2s. Okay, so 1's turned into 2s. That's better.
Take those, and then you need 1 scene.
Yep.
Blood in the water. Move the Demigorgon to your location, then each character in your location gains 1 fear.
Oh no, now I can't do that action.
Yep, and thought that might happen. It's either these guys or that idiot that are being in your space right away. So it's like stops you from just like milking the action on the same spaces over and over again. So you have to like move and do it somewhere else. Okay.
Your turn.
I could just go fight him to try to get him out of your space, but he still might move back in the space.
He could.
Just so lame. All right. So my turn. I will just move for 1. I'm going to do the Investigate Lab. I'm going to do it against this stack. One. I could use one of these because if I clear it, it'll get ignored.
Right.
So 5. I'm going to bet it's not another 5 under there. So I'm going to test 5. It's a 3. Okay, so I tested 5 against 4. So these get cleared, shuffled back in. And then now we get to ignore 1 of these symbols per round of cards we play. So I only need to still just draw 1 scene card. So I'll replace my cards first, just in case it tells me I have to discard cards. Toxic. Each character in the Upside Down must remove 1 of their items from the game or gain 2 fear. Well, we're not in the Underground. But now you know the Underground is a push your luck kind of area where you don't want to spend too much time down there because bad things happen. A lot of these cards are worse if you're in the Upside Down. So you want to kind of go there when you're ready or go there and get out. Don't spend too much time there, as it makes complete sense with the theme. And that is me. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to definitely move away from this Demigorgon because I don't want to fight him. I don't think I have the fighting capabilities. So, calm down, get an item.
You just debating. Have bones on your cards, so you could come to my space to do the get item, and you'll have like bonuses on your cards. But you could also just go here for the same 2 movement and get a free +2 on your get items if you wanted. The other thing you can do is gather info, start flipping some tops of stacks so we have ideas where to go.
I do like that.
Or you can try to help 11 to fire off 1 of these abilities, or you can try to go recruit Steve instead.
I do
He
like
has a 0 on top, so he's basically like a two stack, just like this guy is, if you think about it.
Yeah.
So he's just as easy to get, maybe.
A lot of movement to get there.
And remember, we have unlimited allies, so the more you get, the more new ones that'll show up, and we can maybe build up a couple each and have some good powers going.
Yeah.
So, but that's a lot of movement. That would take you 1, 2, 3 points of movement. You only have 1 built in, so you'd have to spend at least a 2 or 2 1s or whatever to get over there, or even extra, but you'll just lose the rest of the movement points. So yeah, lots of options. Lots of options. This is your final warning route. Oh, the couch. I'm just giving options. I'm helping. It's co-op, right? We're on the same team. I have to say what I think. I hate cooperative players that just sit there and don't interact in the conversation either. I don't want to be one of those players.
Okay, I'm going to move here. And then I think I'm just going to spend 1 to get an additional movement point. I don't think I'm going to go with you if I do plan to eventually go back and try to get that ally. I think I'm just going to go here. And I'm debating actually just gathering info.
Okay.
Because I think that could be helpful.
Yeah, maybe.
If I do a gather info, we can ignore one of these. So if I play that for 2, I can flip over the top of 2 stacks. Now, would you rather me flip over like one of the Demigorgons and maybe one of the Rescue Wills? So you kind of have a little bit of information if you are going to fight?
Maybe.
Okay. So let's...
I'd say, yeah, anything's good. It's all going to help us. Because I want to fire off at least a couple of these. We're obviously going to rescue Wills. We'll obviously try to fight the Demigorgon a few times.
Yeah.
So if you show me like a 5 on one of those stacks, I'm going to ignore that stack for a bit.
And maybe that's one of the stacks that we use if we do 11's power to discard.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, true.
Okay, let's do one of the Demigorgon stacks, this one, which is a 1. And let's do this Rescue Will stack, which is a 3. Okay, so now we have a little bit of known information. Okay, that is the end of my turn. I ignore this because of that one, so I'm only drawing 1 scene card and 2 action cards replacement, please.
So yeah, I would consider the replayability, guys. This is kind of like Pandemic, right? Just like a co-op game with like random decks, and it's got random tokens. It so much reminds me of Arkham Horror Final Hour with like the unique powers, but it's like Pandemic, unique powers, like Horrified, right? Having the cards as powers and like random setup, but you know, it's like in there you have the different bosses you're facing against, which kind of make different scenarios, but you're still playing on the same board. This has 2 boards, different bosses. I don't know.
And I think based on the character you're playing too, you play like slightly differently with your combination.
Yeah, so it just reminds me of like Pandemic. If you think Pandemic's like very replayable, it's kind of like that kind of replayability. It's like the same game every time you play it, but it's like just you're seeding in different powers and cards and tokens. Like, but it's still the same goal, the same win and loss conditions. Like, it just how you get there might be slightly different. All right. Oh, do we draw your card?
Not yet, no.
Oh no, search party. Choose 1 patrol to move 2 locations towards you, then each character discards 1 action card for each patrol in their location.
I don't think a patrol can get to me.
Yeah, but you just pick one, and it's usually the closest one.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And it has to,
1, 2, 3.
I think you pick actually, it just has to be the shortest path.
Okay,
I don't think it has to be the closest
2.
one. Okay.
Okay.
Now
it's in my way though, so move going back if that Demigorgon does move.
I really want to go here to do the help 11 to get rid of one of these patrols, but it's just sitting there still. So what do I do instead? I can't go try to get that ally that you want. Could just investigate the lab again. Then I'd be able to play a couple cards, no problem.
I could, Michael, you're right. I could move this van this way as well, keeping that path clear if I did want to go back. You're right, that's probably a better play. Unless Rob wants to go this way, then
no,
he's in the way.
I think, oh yeah, if I want to get items again.
Yeah, so if you do, then I'll put him up there.
Yeah, maybe. Because they could still move at the end of my turn, they could still move on your turn.
Yeah. And I can do other things.
Where was it? Here?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah, and then I'll just go back here. I'll try to find another item. I'll just play this one. Actually, yeah. No, I'll play this 2. I'll play this 2. And I'm going to search for 4 items, or through 4 items. Some snacks, +3 to calm down. Okay. Will's drawings, +2 to rescue Will. That's great.
Oh, I like that.
Investigating lab, or +2 to fighting. I was hoping for the help 11 this time, but I did not get it. I don't think I'll be doing the rescue Will, and we can't trade items, so I should just leave that in there for you maybe to find. I don't care about calming down, I don't think. I don't care about investigating lab so much anymore.
Adam says skateboard.
Skateboard? I don't know though about investigating the lab anymore.
Like if we can get that ally, then we don't need to waste the actions.
But again, should we just drop that ally and I just go in here and clear that like the normal way?
Yeah, maybe we just leave him there.
But then again, I want to see different allies, because then if we don't want this ally, he's just clogging it up.
He is, yeah.
And then we need to get this guy, which I don't need this guy because I have huge fear.
I could use that guy because ignoring a fear like is definitely helpful.
Yeah. Maybe you go try to get him out of there so we have some options for other allies.
Yeah,
that's the only thing we're kind of missing, because they help a lot, I feel. Could just go all in on the fighting and just try to smash the Demigorgon and clear his stacks.
It is helpful.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'll take the baseball bat. Shuffle these back in. Okay, and then I just get a replacement card. I'll just draw one of these.
Search party. Choose 1 patrol to move 2 locations towards you. Then each character discards 1 action card for each patrol in the location.
Moves 2.
And
then, yeah.
And then me. Okay.
I'll just discard one of these.
I think we go and try to recruit Steve.
Okay.
So I need to move for 1, and then I need another 1. So let's play that one for another movement. Then we know it's a 0 on top.
Yeah, so it's
2 other tokens. I'm gonna definitely play 2, 4, 6. Quite a few 4s on the board. Likely not a 4. I feel like 6 might be enough. Yeah, let's go with 6.
Yes, Bernardo, the action deck is the clock. Yeah. Yep. It will move us to different acts, which will draw more of those bad cards every round.
Okay, going with 6. We have 0. Oh,
5.
Oh.
8.
Perfect. I was going to put in another one.
I told you with demo for us what failing a skill check looks like. I can't do it. I'm sorry. But it's 8. So what happens now is the difference, you played 6.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to take 2 fear. We're going to flip these over. I'm going to just shuffle them.
I debated putting this other 2 in. Oh my God.
And then we put them back, but we remove 1 and shuffle that randomly in there. And we don't flip it. So now you don't know. Did I just remove the 0? Did I remove the 5? Did I remove the 3? Who knows, right? So you don't know, but hopefully the test is easier. But having a 0 there kind of hurts those odds maybe. But
yep.
But now you know, like, you need at least 8 to be for sure to win it.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, so 4 card replacement.
1,
ignore
2, 3, and 4.
I'll give these to you.
One of these?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is perfect. This is the 1 card that's in the deck that reshuffles the deck. And when you reshuffle it, you don't have to draw another one. So
okay.
It says move the Demigorgon to any location in the upside down.
Yeah, get out of the buyer's house. Go to the upside down buyer's house.
Okay.
That's unfortunate.
Yes, that's correct, Michael. Yeah, it advances. Yeah, the act will advance when we go to reshuffle the deck. That's why one of the powers of 11 over here, the 10 cards shuffled back in, is really good to buy us some extra time in the game for some of the turns we maybe wasted. Oh, went bad. Okay, my turn.
Yep.
I lost a card, so I'm a little less efficient, but I think let's spend this 1 so I can move 1, 2, go in the upside down. I'm going to try the help 11 action. It's a little crazy because I'm doing against a skill check of 3 tokens and I only have 8. But I'm going to try it and try to remove 1 patrol from the game. Probably going to fail.
8 is what you have? Okay.
8 is what I have. Oh, no.
Oh, you crushed it.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah.
That's where all the low numbers were.
I overplayed that, but now they're shuffled back in here. So maybe they'll come back in the game and help us out. Who knows?
Yep.
Okay. So remove 1 patrol from the game. I'll just remove this one. So now we don't have to worry about that stupid van anymore. At least one of them. So that'll weaken a bunch of the cards that are in there that you've seen. We ignore one of these, right, still. So I'll do that. Replace. Draw back up to 5, as always. And draw my scene card. Blood in the Water. Move the Demigorgon to your location. And each character in your location gains a fear. Okay. Done.
All right, I'm going to stay where I am. I am going to go for Steve again. We're going to recruit him this time. I definitely have 8.
Take a guess. What do you think's under there? Is it 3? Is it 5? Or is it 8?
I think it's 5, but...
Okay, in the chat, make your guesses now.
I still need to go 8 because I don't want to fail it again. So...
But if you fail, at least you'll get to remove... You just got to be close to the
8. But then I'm just wasting time.
I know, and then now you have to go calm down.
No, I know it's not. It can't be 9.
I think it's going to be 9. Edgar thinks it's
5.
It's 5.
That's what I think. I think it's a 5 as well.
We can only hope.
But I still think I need to put in... I think I still need to put in 8.
Michael says you have the same luck as me. It's the 5 and 3 that are in there. Yes.
Yeah, I know. It could be. And just because of that, I think I'm going to put in an 8 this time so I don't fail. I don't want to do another one.
All right.
It's going to be the 5 and the 3, I think.
Let's get in there.
Oh, it's definitely 5. Oh, we were at 5, so I could have just done... Oh, okay, that's fine. But we get them. So these are going to get...
But see how now she's wasted action cards. So now like this deck just speeds up, right? So like you can overcommit to all your checks, but you're going to like speed up how bad the game starts getting for you, which is so cool. I like that balance.
Okay, so I'm ignoring this one. I'm going to give those 2, take 4 back. And I'm only drawing 1.
1, 2,
and then
3,
we will
4.
refill the ally.
So our new ally is Benny Hammond. At the start of your turn, you may remove Benny from the game to activate any unused 11 power.
Oh.
I've not seen this guy in our games yet.
That's good.
That's cool. Only 2 tokens. And you might as well just do that right there. Because then that means you don't even have to like go to the space down here, like because you can activate.
Oh, we could get rid of the other patrol.
No.
Unused.
So, but it's 3 tokens down here. It's only 2 for these nice ones up here, and we have information. But that means you don't have to go all the way down the upside down, where it's riskier for these cards, and that leaves these to just do normally. But you'll get 1 off before we like lose it. Like you could discard 2 Demigorgon stacks.
So good, yeah.
Just by getting this guy.
He's very good.
That's crazy.
I feel like I can't remember him from the show.
He was the nice restaurant owner that like 11 ran away and like went into his restaurant.
Okay.
And he thought it was a little boy. And
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the bad people came in the van and like yeah.
Okay, I remember.
Yeah. Moment of silence for Benny.
I remember.
All right. Watch the show. It's good stuff. All right. Ooh, what's happening? Did we draw your card?
Did we?
No. Demigorgon's in my space.
Oh,
I
yeah.
took a fear.
No.
So you just need 1. They're everywhere. These stupid vans. Move the closest patrol. Now it's only 1 choice. 2 locations towards you. Then discard the top 3 cards of the action deck if any patrol is in your location. If there's less than 3 cards, just discard the rest of the deck instead.
Well, it can get me at 1, 2.
No way.
Yeah.
So we'll discard 3 cards.
Now I can't get Benny unless it goes away, and I'll
maybe
I'll go calm
here,
down or something.
Maybe go up here and you can like do the shuffle cards back to try to like get some back, or look at a will stack, or get rid of it has to be in the discard pile. I think the Demigorgon one is probably good.
I think so.
Or even that card to help us not lose action cards so much. But I think with less patrols on the board, like you think these cards would not hit as often, but I feel like they still always work. Okay. My turn? What am I doing down here with this guy? I just fight him? Get rid of the little tiny stack? Yeah, I'm just going to fight the Demigorgon. I'm not even going to move.
You can remove fear, right? At the start of your turn?
No. I need an ally that I was doing that with before.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I said I want to see more allies, because I know there's some good ally combos and stuff you could do based on what we were doing before. But you need to like get through the deck, and there's 5 more in there. So who knows where some of those cool ones are that we like. But I mean, I like that one.
Yeah, I've never seen that one. He's good.
All right. I'm just going to fight the Demigorgon, show a fight, so I won't move. And if you're in a space with a foe, you must fight. You can't say I'm not going to do an action. But you could go to another space and just not do an action if you wanted. But yeah. Okay, so I have to play a card at least, or else I can't do it, I guess. I automatically have 5. I can pick the little tiny stack, but I think while I have these big juicy items, I should go for a bigger stack.
You know this is a 1.
Yeah.
So there's only 3 tokens there.
So 3.
We've also already seen 1 5. I don't know how many there are.
I'm just going to go all in. Let's just go. I'm going to go big stack. Wait, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That might be overkill.
Unless you're going for unknown, a full unknown stack.
Yeah. No. I'll go for that known one, I think. No, yeah, you're right.
Like if you're going to go all in, I'd go for unknown because...
Sure. I'll go all in. I'll pick this stack.
How much do you have? Did you say?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Okay.
It's going to be like 1, 0, 0, 1.
7, 8. Oh, wow.
Yeah, overkill. Big overkill.
Overkill, but that's good.
But now the Demigorgon tokens are only worth 4 again. These will all go back in there. So good low numbers are going in there. And then here, I'll just slide this one up for easy sake. I can move him away 1 space. I'll just put him like down here, I guess, whatever. And that's it. So I get a full new hand of cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Draw one of these. Create a stack up. 2
Oh, that means it's easier to fight.
Yeah. All 8 slots are filled. Each character gains a fear. This is the one I want to take out because it keeps making him stronger.
I also wonder, are there more than one of those cards? There might
probably
be.
is, but like we'll see it less if I take one out if we can.
Okay.
Again, that's up here, so but at least it's in the discard now to grab it before it's gone.
Okay, I am going here. I am going to help 11. Now, here's the question though: do we want to reshuffle the 10 cards from the action deck
Probably
now?
It keeps us in Act 1, right?
And then hope that next turn potentially I can help 11 again.
Because we're like this is what's left in the act deck. We're like 2 turns-ish away, maybe 3.
Yeah.
And if it discards them off, it's even faster. But yeah, it would buy us like another turn or 2 of the game before we start seeing Act 2 where things get nuttier, right?
Yeah, so I'm going to test against this stack here. Top cards are 2. The highest it can be is 7. Oh, sorry, token. But let's put in 4.
No, items don't get discarded after use. You only discard if you need to take a new one and you already have 2 because you're limited to 2. They do not get discarded.
I'm going to have to draw.
You just have them as like ongoing powers. I'm like 99% sure. Now you have me questioning.
No, they're not discarded.
Okay.
It specifically says.
Yeah. I'll look. You keep going.
So my total is 6. We have 2 and 4, which is 6. Perfect. That's kind of what I thought it might be. I was hoping it wasn't a 5. Those are going to go out there. And then we're going to reshuffle the top 10 cards from the action discard pile back into the action deck.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So in the rules, items are useful objects to assist characters by adding bonus values to perform specific actions. They're not discarded when used. Each character can have up to 2 items. Yeah, okay, perfect. So I'm going to shuffle these 10 back into here.
Okay. And then, unfortunately, to do that, I did have to play 2 like crisis cards or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, whatever they are. Danger or something.
Danger. I can only ignore one, so we are drawing 2 scene cards, unfortunately.
So the first one is Connie Frazier. Reveal and remove the top card of the ally deck from the game. If there are no allies left in the deck, gain 2 fear instead. So we are losing access to Officer Powell. Moment of silence for Officer Powell.
Oh, sorry.
All right. So he's out of the game. Okay, and your second card is Demigorgon strikes. Move the Demigorgon to your location. Then any one character location gains 1 sphere. If you're in the upside down, the character gains sphere equal to the number of Demigorgon stacks. Oh yeah, that's another reason to clear the stacks.
Luckily, I'm not in the upside down.
Holy.
So he's gonna move to my space, and
Maybe
I'm gonna
that's the card
take
to remove.
1
They're all
sphere.
bad. I'd take away anyone.
Sorry, I forgot to ask you for 3 new cards.
Oh yeah. I guess that's the thing.
Alrighty. I'm like surrounded here.
Yeah. You keep them busy. I'm gonna keep yeah, maybe I'll do this like help 11 thing. Yes. I'm gonna go for telekinesis. 3 tokens. All in. I don't even know what it is. I'm going all in. 7, 8, 9. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
You got it.
I just want to be close at least so I don't take a ton of fear, but it's those get shuffled back in. So discard 2 Demigorgon stacks. I'll just discard the 2 biggest unknown ones. And now he's weaker, so now he only has the power of 3. But these 2 little ones I can get rid of easy when I'm fighting him, I think. And then that was my action. So I draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new cards. Discard these. I can ignore that 1 red symbol, so I only draw 1. Choose 1 patrol, move 2 locations towards you. Then each character discards 1 action card for each patrol in the location. I will move in. Oh, it has to go shortest path, so
he's with
it can get me always. 1 card, eh? 1 card. Discard 1 card. I'll get rid of the 1. Oh man, these 2s with warnings though. Yeah, I'm gonna investigate the lab. I don't know. No. Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Good?
Yep.
Okay, I think I'm going to leave Benny for a little bit. I think I'm going to go
I might
calm
go get him
down.
next. Yeah.
Because I'm nervous that if I fail...
Is there a good calm down spot?
Yeah, right over here. So I can move and I spend 1. And then I'll move to here. And then I'll do a calm down.
What do you need? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, so I'll do a calm down plus 2. So I get total of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go back to the start.
Okay, and then you need 2 new cards.
2 new cards. I ignore this.
And we draw 1 scene for you. Federal patrols. Move 1 patrol, 1 location. Move each patrol, sorry. But there is only 1. 1 location towards you. Then each character discards 1 action card for each patrol in their location.
Oh, that's good. This is actually not going to affect anybody, so.
Sweet. Nice. Worked out. Okay. I need to reset fear track, so I don't care about this one right now. I think I'm going to just spend this 1 so I can move for 2. 1, 2. Yeah, I'm going that way so I don't end my movement in this guy's space. But I do gain a fear for going along this road. Then I'm going to try this recruit ally. 2 tokens, eh? Unfortunately, yeah, I think I'm going to be drawing extra cards. I'm going to go for 6. It's 8.
Oh.
So I get 2 fear. And
these allies are a challenge.
Mix them up.
Was it 5 and a 3?
Yeah. Left or right, Mel?
Right.
Right. Okay. That goes there. Yeah, it was a 5 and 3 again, right?
Yep.
Well, that's what it was before for you with the 0, right?
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I'm now going to draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These get discarded, but I had 2 red things, so that only ignores 1. So like you have to draw 2. Yeah, we definitely need to clear more off this or get this guy like that.
Yeah.
I forgot about this again. 1 patrol, 2 locations towards you. And then 1 action card. I'll discard this one. Okay. And then create a stack of 2 and an empty Demigorgon.
Oh,
yeah, this is annoying.
goodness.
Yeah, I feel like that card needs to go. All right.
Okay,
well, then your turn.
Can't go help 11 because Demigorgon's still in there. So I think I'm going to go for Officer Callahan here. It's a 4. It's probably like a 7, I would guess, if I had to guess. Let's do 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, Dawn of the Pandemic 3rd edition.
6,
yeah,
7.
Yeah, it's like Arkham Horror 3rd Edition too, right? Same kind of game. Except for that game's a little more complex and like with the story deck and all that kind of stuff.
All right, I'm going with 7. We're going to hope it's a 3 underneath or less. Oh, Serenity
It's an 8.
now. So I would have to gain 1 fear because I'm 1 off, but
I'm
Steve
just gonna
says
throw away 1. Let's see.
ignore the first fear you would gain during your turn, so I ignore that fear. That's the end. I ignore the red.
Now we know there's only a 4 there.
I ignore that. Give those to you, and I'll get back 3.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Well, there's 2. I gotta shuffle this.
We're
So
gonna
if you can
advance
move 11. Yep. Since we're going through the action deck.
So now we're drawing 2 theme cards at the end of each turn.
We gotta hurry.
Bernardo says, I'm liking this game. I need to stop watching your channel. My wallet is suffering. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's a cool game.
Yeah.
I try to play cool games, and I like it. But I'm a Stranger Things fan, so I might be looking through rosy nostalgia or fan glasses, and maybe it's a crappy game, but I just like it because of all the art and the characters and all that stuff. But I think it's still a fun game. And I loved Horrified. I like Pandemic. I like Arkham Horror 3rd Edition. I like all these kind of co-op-y games like this. They're just like kind of a little luck fest, kind of like fun strategy. And 1 more card for you.
Thank you.
Big Bad 1. All right.
All right. And then 2 scene cards.
Oh, Toxic. Each character in the upside down.
No
Nobody.
one.
Each character in the upside down. Nobody.
Okay, that was
Lucky
good.
on that one.
Oh, that patrol in your way, so you can't even get that ally.
I know. I know.
Staying patrol cars.
I think the game's made so it like stops you from just doing the same action in the same space. Seems like it always happens. Except for you just got lucky. But then on the end of my turn, it might.
Yeah, it's going to move.
I don't think it does anything to you, though.
Yeah.
All right. So based on this, I think I'd just go fight the Demigorgon. Yeah. Okay. I'll just fight one of his weenie stacks. I already have 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll pick this stack.
Nice.
6. Okay, I'll move him. Let's go up to police station. I draw 2 scene cards. We're in Act 2. Each character in a location without another character gains 2 fear.
Oh.
Oh no.
During any turn, so I ignore 1.
Okay. And end of the day.
Why couldn't that be first?
So the Demigorgon goes to any location upside down. We'll just pick this one. I don't know. Go back there. And then we shuffle all this. So I went there thinking maybe I could grab one of these bad cards out of here. And now they shuffle. So the game is trolling me.
Well, you have to hope that this patrol van moves on my turn, so then you can go back in here and get Benny.
Maybe.
Because then we can hold off.
I still either want to look at a whole will stack so we know not to fail it completely badly.
Yeah.
But even if I can get him down a couple more, maybe I should have kept him closer so I could just run at him again. But he'll come back.
Oh, yeah.
They always come back.
It never ends. Okay. Okay, I think I'm not moving, and I'm just going to try for this officer again. We know that it's only a 4. So let's try. We'll put 4 in. 4, we got him.
Okay, so Officer Callahan is yours now. At the start of your turn, you may discard 1 token from the bottom of any Hawkins Laboratory stack, even if it's the last one. So that'll help us ignore more red things. And there are cards that add more to these stacks. You got lucky not seeing any of those.
We did.
Actually, so far. As I say that, that's what you'll draw right now, though.
The other thing I do want to say that you would have been correct on that one if I did try that early game. I would have failed. Okay. Because I would have only put in 7.
Our next ally who's replacing is Barb, which is a thematic win. If you would become terrified, which means you lose, the whole game's over for everybody if you hit the end of your terrified track, basically dying. Instead, you remove Barb from the game and reset your fear track to the start instead. So instead of you dying, Barb dies.
Sacrificial Barb.
Whoops. But she's only 2 tokens, which is not bad.
Give you those. I will draw back 2 cards and draw 2 scenes.
Whoops. 2 scenes.
Oh, that's not a good hand.
Demigorgon feeds. Create a stack of this needs to stop.
At least it's in there now if you want to get rid of it.
Blood in the water. Move the Demigorgon to your location. Each character in location gains 1 fear.
And I ignore my first sphere.
Nice.
On my turn. Okay.
Hmm. Yeah, I'll go with help 11. I'll go for the first stack there. So 3. Let's go with 5. 6. 7, 8, 9. I don't want to fail it. It's a 7.
Oh, wow.
Wow, good thing I did that. Okay, I'm going to remove that one scene card from the game. The Demigorgon feeds. Yeah. Okay. Then I draw 5 new cards. Oops. There. These go away. I draw 2. Toxic. No one's in the upside down. Federal patrols. Maybe each patrol 1 location towards you. And then each character discards 1 action card for each patrol in their location.
That patrol car has been following you all game.
So annoying. So I want to get rid of one as fast as possible. They drive me nuts. So lame.
Oh, that's funny.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, start of my turn. I will discard 1 token. It doesn't matter. Okay. And then I think... I think I'd like to go 1, 2. I need to spend a 1. Let's spend this one. And then I think I want to get an item. I'm looking for something to start helping
1,
Will.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 things in the deck.
12 things in the deck. I could play this. I'll look at 4 of them.
That's what you want?
Yeah, if I can find something for helping Will, that would be great.
1, 3 to help 11. That's what I wanted.
2 to help 11.
So we got a blindfold. We got waffles, blindfold, gasoline for fighting, and +4 to calm down with a first aid kit. So unfortunately, 4 was not enough.
Okay, so in this case, I mean, helping 11's pretty much done.
Yeah.
Fighting, I think you got that handled. I think I take the +4 to calm down in case I get into a situation, especially trying to help Will.
That means, yeah, you
For
can
now,
fail at it
yeah.
and you'll like be able to recover some fear, but
Yes,
it will take you some time to go travel. And,
but we'll see. And then hopefully we can get...
yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, that does suck. I could potentially try one more time before...
Well, unless they get in your space again.
Yeah. Okay. So
But
then
I think I need to weaken this more, like, again. That's
yeah,
the
because
problem.
the tokens being 4 makes it a big challenge. And I'm only +2 from my basic item. So 2 will be replaced. Didn't play any
2 more
crazy stuff.
cards?
2 more cards, yeah.
Papa. Discard all tokens from any unused 11 power without activating it. All powers already used. Each character gains 1 fear instead.
Oh, I think we do this one, right? Because we would like to look at the Rescue Will stack.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Papa,
That's
Papa,
annoying.
no.
One more.
Search party. Choose 1 patrol. Move 2 locations towards you. Each character discards 1 action card for each patrolling location.
Okay, 1, 2. Not in my
Towards
space.
you. Towards you.
Oh, I'm here. Oh, 1, 2. Oh, sorry. I thought I was still over there.
Nope.
Sorry.
I mean, some mornings,
no.
maybe this could look like you.
Oh
But
no.
just kidding. I'm going to the couch. I am. I don't know how many cards are in the action deck, Bernardo. I'm not sure. I saw somebody hit a button there.
I did too.
I saw somebody hit the button.
No.
Party. I saw that. All right.
All right, it's all you. I mean, you are free now to go get Benny.
Yeah. Do I care about firing off any unused 11 powers now?
Well, this one.
Why don't I just do it in the space I'm in?
Because you get to do it
but
twice.
I get a new item.
And you get to do it twice.
At the start of your turn, you may remove Benny from the game to activate any unused 11 power.
Do you think that means clear the stack?
That would mean it's unused, because once the stack's clear, it's used.
Oh, I just assumed that.
No, you don't get to do the same one twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah, it doesn't matter. I guess you're right.
But we know it's what was this one? Or this one?
5 is the highest it can be.
It could be a 5, but yeah, okay. Oh man, but we can't ignore one of the, like, I'm stuck.
Well, next turn I'll get rid of another one.
I know, but this turn, like if I want to do 6, you know, to make sure I'm good, I'm now drawing 3 cards from there. That's a little nutty. Because then, like, yeah. So, okay, I'm just gonna move 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna fight this guy for 5, 6, 7, picking this stack. Got him. I'll move him here.
Oops.
And then, yeah, one of those stacks is gone. That's gonna replace. Then we draw. Each character in location without another character gains 2 fear. Uh-oh.
1.
Uh-oh. I need to go calm down or something. Create a stack of 2 tokens in an empty Hawkins laboratory slot. Yeah, this is a problem. All 3 are filled. Each character gains 1 fear instead. So that just undid that thing I did. So yeah, but you'll kind of redo it right here. So your turn. Obviously,
I'll remove that 4.
Move this 4. We're back to ignoring just 1. Good for you. You don't have any red symbols, but I like have a few, but it's okay.
Should I go get Benny then? I think I...
Does that, or just do the action? I mean, Benny would give us another ally, but like, I don't know how much time. We still have like more than half the action deck. Like, I'm worried if we get to Act 3 and we still haven't done at least 1 Rescue Will. But again, this is not.
But I can look at it. If I look at one, I can then have an idea.
True.
Okay, so let's do this.
Yeah, maybe.
It's closer. Then I don't have to spend another card. We know that the most it can be is 5. Oh, I wish I had another 2. 3.
Also, I'll try to help you with Rescue Wills by coming to you to help the walkie-talkie thing happen too.
That would be great.
I just want to fight this guy one more time, probably to clear another stack. Maybe.
All right, we're going to go with 5. That's the highest it could be. It is. Okay, we're good. Luckily,
so take Benny, and then I'll replace it.
And you can hold
Jonathan. Jonathan counts as having a character in your location.
Oh, Jonathan's good.
Yeah, because he helps your walkie-talkies count, and he helps prevent you taking fear when you're alone.
But if you're with me, then it may not matter.
I know.
All right, so 4 card replacement. You can hold as many allies as you want.
Yep.
1,
how many scene cards am I drawing?
4, just 2.
Closest patrol, 2 towards you. And then discard the top 3 cards of the action deck. 1, 2. Oh, there's 2 3s just got discarded there.
We need those.
That sucks. Okay, and then 1 more. Move 1 patrol, 1 towards you. Then each character discards an action card for each patrol in their location. All right. I should probably calm down, I think. But it calm down's in his location.
No, Benny was a 5 and a 3. The 2 4s were on the ally before, which was Officer Callahan.
Yeah, I'm just going to move for 1. I'm going to do a little calm down action here. So this is 4, 5, 6 for the +2. 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Oh man, I get all.
Oh, you get all of those.
Yeah, that's why I should just try to investigate the lab all at the beginning. Remove the top card from the ally deck. Karen Wheelers. At the start of your turn, any 1 character in your location may lose 2 fear. Oh, that's what I had before, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was super good. I had her like right at the start of the game, so I was like able to be super risky all the time. And then each character in location with another character gains 2 fear. That sucks.
Just 1 for me.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. So let's do, at the start of my turn, I'll remove 1 of these tokens. Let's do from the 4. Yep. Okay, and then this one, at the start of your turn, you may remove Benny from the game to activate any unused 11 power. So we'll do this one. I'll shuffle that up in a sec. So look at all tokens from 1 Rescue Will stack. I think I want to do this one.
Okay.
Because I still have a turn, yeah. So we have, oh gosh.
Thanks a lot, Rogue, for watching. Yeah, no problem. Enjoy the rest of your day.
2 Demigorgons, which are 3 each. 1 4 and a 2. 4, 7, 10,
But remember, these
12.
Demigorgons' values change based on how many stacks are here. So we add another one, they could become 4. I could get rid of 1 and they become a 2.
So this is 12 to Rescue Will on this space. Okay, good to know. Right now. So we're not
Oh,
going.
I could even make it 0 if I get rid of all 3, but I don't know
Okay.
if that's going to happen.
So even with my cards, I don't have 12. I have 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. I have 8. So we're not doing that yet. So then that tells me I'm going to go here and I'm going to try to gain an item. +2. So 4 items I look at. I'm looking for something else to help me with Rescue Will.
Will's drawings, +2 to rescue Will.
Yes, that's good.
Pudding.
I don't think we
in
need
case
help
you're
11
hungry.
anymore because it's all done.
Waffles. I am getting hungry now. Chocolate pudding and waffles. Let's do this. Or a blindfold to help 11.
Okay. Well, I want
3 help 11 items or a rescue Will +2.
I'm going to take a Rescue Will +2. I can only have 2 items, so
I
I'm going to...
I don't feel like we need to help 11 anymore. I'm getting this feeling like we can't do it anymore because all the tokens are gone. So once they're gone, they're one time per game abilities.
I can no longer hold my first aid kit for calming down.
Well, it's your choice. You discard whatever.
No, I want to keep my Rescue Will. I feel like that's kind of what we need to do at this point now.
Oh, actually, that first aid kit actually gets discarded, not shuffled back in as I was just doing. So yeah, only ones get shuffled back in are the ones you're searching through.
Right.
Mark C with the super chat. Been a member for 9 months. Thank you for supporting the channel for so long. I appreciate it. My wife and I are going to play this as soon as she's finished painting the minis. Looks like a fun game from what I've seen so far. It is fun. Yeah, it's a well done game for sure.
It is fun.
It's a well done game. Yeah, it's very mass market friendly, like new gamer friendly too. Like the rule book's clear, lots of reference, lots of good explanation. I didn't find anything that like made me go, how does that work? Like it all just made sense. They even paid for like Rodney Smith Watch It Played How to Play video, which is good. So if you have any trouble like with the reading, you can need to watch a video of it. But yeah, it just made sense. And like we taught our daughter in like a few minutes and she understood it. Although she plays like games like this with us over the years since she was young. So, but still, yeah, it's definitely a fun game. If you like Stranger Things, it's, you know, nice to see it on the table and yeah, it's solid. But we haven't played the other side. There's a season 2. So built in this game. So we'll do that in a different stream where we'll flip the board, play with different enemies. We'll try some different characters. We'll see different scenes, different allies in that one. So we'll leave that for the future. I watched this video and it was really good. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. I ignore this. So I refill of 2 cards and 2 scenes.
Move each patrol 1 location towards you. And discard a card. And it's the end of the day. So move the Demigorgon to any upside down location.
Are you trying to fight him?
I probably should, right?
So I should put him here?
Yeah, sure.
Straight down?
Yep. And we'll shuffle this back in.
We keep getting that shuffle card on the second card instead of the first card.
Yeah, so like, you know, like I've had it where I need to draw 4 cards and I got that as like the second or first card, I remember, and I was like, yes. I'm like, I don't have to draw any more cards. That's sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really feel like we need to do at least 1 Rescue Will before we go into drawing 3 cards or we're in trouble, I feel.
Yep. But I'll try to help that by doing fighting. So I'll move for... Oh, they still are... Man.
I know, 1 more turn and I can do 1 more. You can do something else in the meantime then.
No, but we got to get it going. They're just little stacks. Like I don't need to play that many cards, but I need to play 1 just to move there now. Yeah, so I'll just do it like this for... I have 3 movement points, but I'll just use 2. Lose the rest, it's fine. And then a little stack here. The worst it could be is 10. Probably more in the 7 or 8 range. I already have 5. I'll just try an 8 on this stack. It's a 5.
Nice.
So I'll knock him, I don't know, here. Do you think you're going to be going to that one, or should I knock him like in that one? I could knock him down to here maybe and leave 2 options open. Yeah, I'll just knock him down here because then I can go here without taking fear and get him again. So the Demigorgon tokens are only 2 now.
Yeah, this pile is 10.
So
I need 1
Demigorgons, which are 4, and then it was 6 on the numbers, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I only have 9.
Okay. I'll get new cards. I'm going to draw, I ignore 1 of these reds. So I'll still just draw 2. Each character gains 2 fear.
I think I gotta calm down.
Yep, that's fine. Move the Demigorgon to your location. Then any 1 character location gains 1 fear. If you're in the upside down, equal the number of stacks, so 2 more fear. Look at this. I gotta go calm down. That's crazy how fast that went. The upside down's trouble.
All right, I'm just gonna go calm down for 2. And
4
that'll give me
total?
4 total. So I go back 1, 2, 3,
Okay.
4, and replace 1. Yeah, it's a 3. Okay.
Don't you need a 5th card?
Oh, I need a 5th. Yeah, I got rid of it on the action.
Okay.
Thank you.
Security. So Hawkins
Oh,
Laboratory.
sorry, 1 would be gone.
Oh, that's right.
This one.
Yeah.
Yep.
So fill one of them again. That's annoying. And then create a stack of 2 in the Demigorgon. So
Oh,
there are
we
2
cannot
of
win
these.
here.
Oh, that's at least 2.
So
Yeah, that's rough, actually.
this one's back to 12.
Yeah, this does not normally happen. Like, I'm literally feeling like this has happened way more in any game we've played of the 2 we played so far. I felt we've only added like 1 or 2 to that stack.
Yeah.
It's definitely that one card in here that reshuffles it, changes up. Like, some games you play in the patrols are moving way more. And then some games like we're seeing now, this is way out of control. Yeah, it definitely is, it feels a little different based on just this scene deck when that end of day card happens. All right. I'll just let's see, I'll just fight him.
Do you want to calm down? Are you nervous about?
Oh yeah, you're probably right. But now I gotta waste all movements and turns.
Or just get out of the upside down.
Yeah, but I can't move after fighting, so that sucks. I wish that we had this reset. That would have been a good one to hit while I was down there. But who knows? Okay, what I'll do is do the move. I'll just no, just to show the walkie-talkie, I'll move for 2. 1, 2. Waste that movement point. And then I'll play this plus the 2 here. That's 4 plus the walkie-talkie because I'm in space with the character is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can go 8, which I think I'm going to actually do. Yeah, I'm going to go all the way back to the start. So I shouldn't have to worry about a hole play for the rest of the game. But man, the longer we take, the worse it gets. Oh my god. This is just stupid. Like, this is dumb. I should have definitely at the start of the game, like we did before, is investigate the lab like hard and just.
Well, I'll go investigate the lab once on my way down.
Maybe, but otherwise, yeah. But I don't need to play many cards to fight because I'm so beefed up. So beefy. Demigorgon strikes. Move him to my location. All right, he's in the space with all of us. Then any one character in location gains 1 fear. We're not in the upside down, so.
I'll take it because I ignore the first fear.
Oh, so then you just
so
ignore.
I ignore.
Perfect. Okay, that works.
Do you need one more?
Yes. Security.
Oh,
So,
the
yep,
lab
yep,
is killer.
Yeah, this is the most we've ever seen this too. Normally that's like pretty clear the whole game. But yeah, definitely that ally is not enough for this. We got him way too late, and I should have really tried harder for the upside down, the investigate lab clearing item or whatever.
Alrighty, well, my turn. I'm gonna go to the lab. And, oh, sorry, my turn. I'll get rid of this one. Then I'm at the lab. I will investigate the lab.
Go for a 2 stack, and
yeah,
if you can, and do it good. But it could be like anywhere from 0 to 10.
2, 4,
probably
7.
Which
7.
one? Unless you want to be safer and just do the 1 token.
No, because he can clear that at the start of my next turn. So then potentially, okay, 7.
This one or this one?
Middle one.
Middle one.
Okay. Oh my
2.
god, it was only 2. Jeepers. Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay.
So at least you can ignore red already.
Yeah, so I can ignore that one. Pass those 3 to you.
Get 3 more.
Yep.
Oh, the deck's almost done. It's like 2 cards away.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we need to go.
Okay, and then 2 scenes.
Create a stack in the Demigorgon. This is insane. I even destroyed one. It's still coming back. And move 1 patrol towards you. Each character discards 1 action card for each patrol in their location. Wow. This is rough. My turn?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know how we're supposed to do the rescue will unless it's you with big cards because.
Well, I have 4 to start without spending any cards.
All right, I'm just going to fight him. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Sure. This stack. 3. And then I'll move him here. And then draw back up. We don't need to shuffle yet, technically. No one's in the upside down?
Nope.
Okay. No one's in the. How is that
always
always
back to back?
I spread shuffled them too a few times. Okay. Your turn. Right?
Yep. Okay. I need to get, so this one is,
But again, like, you know that one's trouble.
yeah.
And you know there's 2 of the Demigorgon tokens. There's 3 more in the game because there's 5. So one of these stacks maybe has 2 or 3 of them in here. So it's probably harder.
Yeah.
But one of them maybe, like, they're spread out. Maybe one's easier. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But you can start trying to weaken the stack. You might gain a little fear as you underfail it.
Then I can.
But at least it'll be easier to do the next time. So
Start of my turn, I'll get rid of that.
okay.
And then you're right. I should.
Like, we should start attacking them, at least reducing them, like, because we're running out of time.
Well, I think what I need to do actually is move and move. So I need to spend at least.
You gain a fear going that way. So you want to go this way?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah. And then I'll just spend this 1 to get there. And then I think I don't actually do anything because I don't have enough card. Well, maybe I do. I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I would still try just to weaken it
You would
down.
do it with
as
10?
long as you're not going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 from this pile above what you tested. So 8 plus what? How much do you test?
What did I say?
These numbers plus these numbers?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10.
So as long as this isn't equal to 18,
Which it won't be.
which it could be, 5, 5, 5, 3, but 5s are more rare, and we know there's some in there we've already gone through.
Or 3s only.
I don't know.
3, 6, 9. Okay, I can do it. We'll see what happens. Maybe at least we'll get information
I need
too.
to come down here with you, so these walkie-talkies would all count as something
I know,
too,
or I need
right?
to get him. But
Oh, yeah.
But
Where were you?
I was here.
I should maybe try for him, but it's okay.
I think it might be too late though. But
Yep.
okay, so
Are we
sorry,
good?
I had 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10?
Yeah.
So that's 6 plus 3 is 9. 10, 11.
Let me make sure here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, I'm shy by 1. But I ignore the first fear, so I don't get any fear on that. Sorry, can I just look at what those were? Just so I 3, 3, 3. Okay. So I can try to deduce for the next turn. One good thing is I'm already here next time. So.
See you later, Bernardo. Hey, Jackpot Man, how's it going?
Hey.
All right, this one. Okay, I'm putting these 3 tokens back, so the stack's weaker.
This one I used to move. That one didn't count in my.
All right, so now I'll shuffle this. I actually take these from you.
Yep, and I was 1 card shy too from that. Oh, we're shuffling?
Yep, so we're in Act 3. So you're gonna get 3 scene cards right now.
And I've already ignored my first fear, so I can't use
Hopefully
Steve
the first
again.
one you draw is the end of the day.
Oh, that'd be nice. That would be nice. Because I have to try not to get fear so I can stay in the upside down and like kind of swing across as Rob
We'll see.
dwindles this maybe down,
Yeah.
and maybe we have a
I'm gonna
shot.
go fight him again. So it makes it even lower.
Yeah.
Like, what's the highest it could be right now?
3, 6, 9, 9.
9. But if I take out one of these, then it could be 8. So then you can be more efficient with your cards.
3, 6, 7. Yeah, then it could, yeah.
And then 3 of these.
Yeah.
1. Okay, we both gained 2 fear. It's so lame. End of the day.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, so move him to any of your choice upside down location.
Yeah, the patrol might be in your way though.
Oh yeah, it is.
I don't even think you can get to him unless you're coming around this way.
But I still would. I have to.
Can you get there and fight him?
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
You can ignore 2 of these too.
Yeah. All right. So just move 3 points of movement. And then walkie-talkie help.
Oh yeah, on both sides. Perfect.
So 5. I'll play these. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6. Oh, I played 3 reds. I did not mean to play 3 reds. We'll just say I played this one instead. Whoopsie. Yeah, same. Actually, 1 extra. That's fine. All right. And then I'll move him to here. And I draw.
I wonder if there's a play of like literally moving him around this way.
So we stay together. But
yeah, and then we'll keep
we're
like
drawing 3 cards, so he's probably going to be in our space
might.
anyway. Like this one. Okay, see?
Oh.
Move to your space. Any one character gains 1 fear.
This one I can take, yeah. Oh, so now I can.
Oh, in the upside down, actually, it's 2 fear.
I guess I take 1.
Okay. Oh, but I may take some or all of it. I could take 1 of it.
Okay.
And you just ignore the other one. Papa.
Oh.
So there's no more, but now we each gain a fear instead.
Oh, sugar.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, this is what happens late in the game. Move 1 patrol 2 locations towards you. And then each character discards 1 action card for each patrol in their location.
I was so ready to help Will on this space.
No, now you got to just go here and try work on that stack or go. But oh, there's 2 fear to get over to that one.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No, I got to go this way.
Yep, you'll gain a fear.
I ignore the first fear on my turn.
So remember, you used that ability already.
I've used that ability. I didn't need to use any cards.
So there's 4 tokens in the stack, and they're all unknown. But we do know there's only 1 Demigorgon here, and we know there's 2 here. So there's 2 Demigorgons in the stack. So there's 2 twos.
4 at least. Well, we're going all in because it's rescuing what we need to. So I have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 11.
It is 2, 4, 6. That's it.
Okay. Ooh, we've rescued Will once.
The cool part is these are all getting shuffled in here, so they could come back into the game if you rescue Will too early and they show up. But the bad part is that when you're trying to clean this game up at the end of the day or set up the next game, you have to literally flip every single token over to find where those Demigorgons are, and that's annoying. I speak from experience. Just shuffle those in.
I'm a little nervous.
So we've rescued 1 Will. We need to rescue 2 more Will stacks, and we win the game. But if we get to the end of this action deck and 11's already here on Act 3, we lose. Or if one of us hits max fear, we lose. So this is what we're talking about.
I'm nervous about hitting max fear, but I'm going to try my best. Because I
know, it's because we're drawing too many of these and they lead to lots of fear.
Yeah. So 4 new cards.
4 new cards. 5, right?
5, yeah, sorry. Keeps making me discard 1 for these dang controls.
Okay, are we ready?
Yep.
3 cards.
Please just reshuffle.
Demigorgon strikes. Move it to your location. Any one character in your location gains a fear. But you're in the upside down, so you're actually gaining 2 because it's equal to stats.
So just 1 I take. Okay.
No, you used that at the start of your turn. Remember?
Oh,
when you traveled?
yep.
Okay. Toxic. You're in the upside down. You remove 1 of your items from the game or gain 2 fear instead.
I have to remove an item.
Yeah, obviously. And it's removed from the game.
So that was my +1 rescue Will item.
Yep.
Oh my god.
And good thing it wasn't toxic back to back again.
Oh.
But we're
I forgot to do that on my turn as well, but I'll do that. So
Yes.
we'll move 1 of these ones because I forgot.
Okay, so we're back to just only ignoring 1. Yeah, that ally is not quick enough for that, for sure, based on how many times that has come up. All right, well, I can't rescue Will here because there's a patrol in my space, so I can't even try for this. I'm just going to go here, gain a fear, and I'm going to fight the Demigorgon. That's worth 2. And then I'll play this. So 4 plus 5 is 9 against this stack.
8, wow.
8, 1 more. Okay, I'll move him up to here and draw new cards. 1, create a stack, and the Demigorgon. So annoying. Toxic. Each character in the upside down. Must remove 1 of the. Oh,
it's each character.
Oh, I must have removed an item actually. I'll just gain the 2 fear instead.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna
I didn't misread that card before.
Gain 1 on this one because of Steve.
Okay. And move 1 towards. Okay, so this is coming here, and then we both lose an action card. Yeah, this is.
I need to get out of the upside down, but now that guy's in my way.
We need to rescue Will 2 more times.
Yeah, but I'm gonna die.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you will. So you got to get to the calm down. There's a calm down here. You'll gain a fear going through there.
That fear I can ignore, which is fine. Yeah. Okay, so I got to get. I have to get out. So yes, I will move, and I'll spend 1 to get out.
Okay.
And then calm down. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I think I just do 4 and.
I don't know. Still gonna be gaining.
I just worry because actions like this are last. No, I'm only gonna do 4.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
All right. How many cards do you need?
4.
Okay.
And then hopefully I can come back in.
They're everywhere. Move the close patrol 2 towards you. Discard the top 3 cards of the action deck. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Yeah, we don't have time for this stuff. Okay. Card number 1. Okay, ally from the game. Last ally is Scott Clark. Okay.
Okay.
And then last card is move each patrol 1 location towards you. You gotta discard another card.
I can never start my turn with 5 cards. Crazy.
So what is this one?
That one is...
It was 6 numbers,
Yeah.
and then plus 2 is 4, so 10.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm 1 shy. I don't want
that one in here's 9.
That is 9?
Yeah, it is 3 and then 2 demigorgons, or 3. It was...
I might lose though, because I'm gonna get interfered just moving there.
Or just come out to me. Oh, there's
No,
control there.
I can't. Like, man, I'm not gonna waste time. I gotta gamble. So I move 1 fear. I am 1, 2, 3 away from failing. And we only ignore 1 of these, unfortunately. So I'll be drawing a 4th card. Yeah, this is trouble. Yeah, you just need to go for that next turn and hopefully get it. There's too much dilly dallying, man.
How did I get there and
All
have
right,
enough?
so 9. Okay, it's 7 only?
Well, because
Oh, we
it was a
didn't
2.
know,
I
we
didn't
didn't know.
know. The
Okay.
highest it could be was 9.
Okay, so Will's rescued. So I need 5 cards. Okay, I'm gonna draw 4 of these season 1s. This one first. Blood in the water. Move the Demigorgon to my location. And each character location gains a fear. Okay, I'm 2 away from losing. Okay, I'm 1 away from losing. And then we lose.
Oh, that is sad.
We stink. And then the last one was security for more of this junk. Yeah. Act 3, like Act 3 drawing too many cards is like fear, 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 fear everywhere. And that's, if you're in the underground during Act 3, it's like you're in trouble. You need to be going down there to just finish the game off. Not like run around down there and try to like spend half the game down there. Can't work. But nice try.
But you being blocked there was nothing you could have done, right? Because you couldn't even get out because the Demigorgon and the patrol. I guess you could have gotten
go, like,
out.
a long way. Like I'd have to go like way around. I have to play a whole bunch of cards to get out, to go to calm down. Then I don't have enough cards to calm down, and then I still draw extra because all these reds.
Yeah.
It's the investigate. The only thing different I think we did this time is we didn't respect the investigate the lab. But normally I would have gotten an item to grab that, clear those as fast as possible, and I feel like builds some, like, get some pressure off your back.
Yeah, because then you can freely play as many of these cards as you need to.
Because it still adds them back, and then at least clearing them, they're already clear, so they come back slower. It's really this deck though. This deck can really make the game feel different and make other action spaces more valuable than others. So definitely three plays so far. And there have been different things that we focus on, different things that we were super easy at based on items we found randomly or allies that were up. And then this deck, man, yeah, like...
And the fact that it kept adding a lot to the lab and a lot to Demigorgon, meaning you had to fight him a lot.
Yeah,
if this was clear,
disgusting.
We would have had a lot better shot, right? Because these would have been a lot lighter.
Yep, that was disgusting. I think the most we saw there was that card added like 2 piles in a whole game. The most in a playthrough until today. And it added like 6.
Yeah. Meaning you had to fight a lot more than you would have. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of fires to put out, and we just didn't have enough water.
Which is crazy because even if you had done that, I don't think I could have gotten here and still rescued Will because of how far of a distance I'd have to go.
Yes.
I'd have
1.
Well, I could go down now because he's over there, but
1, 2, 3.
So I would have had to spend a 3, and then I only have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I think this is, well, we didn't know, but 2, 4, 6, 10, and I would only have 9 because I got rid of that flashlight.
So we couldn't even win.
So we wouldn't have even got it if we made
Damn, that's rough. But it's still cool. It's still fun. Still fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only part that sucks is now we have to find all the Demigorgon tokens in this massive pile of tokens. That's the only part, is cleaning up and setting up tokens is annoying. That's the only thing that I'm like, man, that's annoying. But other than that, the game's damn fun. I like it. But yeah. Any questions? Michael says, yeah, the lab having tokens re-added from the scenes was a death spiral.
Yeah, it was. It seemed like it was coming up like every like 2 turns. Every time we'd clear one would be added.
Yep.
So we never had a break.
Yep. And also, seeing the end of day card a little more often in a game or not seeing it, I noticed changes the difficulty a little bit too, right?
Yep.
You just have a few turns that you get like a little pressure off of you, a little more often. And then if the shuffle happens a little more before you see some of the same cards repeating, you'll see the game will behave a little differently, which is neat. Just print yourself some token boxes.
What does that mean? What's a token box?
So, Cabra, how does a box to hold the token solve it?
I still got to flip them.
Yeah, how does that help? Like, we have to flip every single token to find all to set up the game next play, we would have to flip every single token. Obviously, to clean them up, I don't care how I sort them, but there already is a nice insert, right? Yeah, there's already like a tray here, or we can use one of these buckets and
Oh, I was just joking.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I see.
I was like, man, is there a solution? I want to know. I thought you had something for me. But yeah, you just throw them in here real quick. It's just the setup for the next game is like, if you don't sort these out, then you're just hunting for them. So then you just have to like spill everything on the table and then flip every single token over like one by one. That's the only issue. But again, compared to the Frosthaven setup we'll be doing tomorrow for stream, that's nothing. That's nothing. But it's only like nitpicky kind of annoying thing I can say is because the amount of 1,000 tokens in the game, and for setup you need to find these ones. They're not just randomly put in the whole pool. But it makes sense why they do what they do. But yeah.
I like that part of it, of the flipping tokens and then the tokens getting added back to the pile, so it could make it more challenging later. But if you do some of the things that you would want, like helping 11 early, you don't have to worry because maybe you're not doing those actions again when those higher tokens are put back in your pool.
Agreed. Best at 3 players, says Michael. Well, BGG says best at 4.
Well, there's a thing
which
here.
We haven't played at 4.
No, we haven't played at 4. But the thing is the action deck is still the action deck.
But,
so you're still managed by that. But I guess you are more spread out potentially.
Exactly.
And more like the walkie-talkies might come in handy a little bit more. So I can see that.
Yeah. So we should have stuck together a little more to get the walkie-talkie on the cards, given the bonus +1, especially for the rescue wills and stuff. Or maybe even getting the allies. Maybe I should have came to your space to help you so your walkie-talkie is on the cards, so you have to spend less cards, buys us more time in the game. But when we were playing 3-player before, we did play one time with 3 players, and obviously you're in each other's space a little more easily to help buff each other's actions a little bit. Yep. But there is Jonathan, who we could have got to make it so you have a character in your space always. So that guy maybe in a 2-player game, I value him higher. We should have grabbed him.
Yeah, I should have probably picked him up at one point.
You would have avoided like freaking 10 fear off that one card that's like, if you're alone, take 2 fear, right?
Yeah. And I was nervous about fearing out, so I had to leave. I feel like it still would have been the same outcome because I feel like I would have feared out first, but
yeah, that's Stranger Things Upside Down by Simon. Yeah. Thank you everyone for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel. We will stream this again, like I said earlier. I do want to play the second scenario on the other side, the season 2, with the different allies, different enemies, and different scene cards, and different board, different spaces. We'll even change up the characters a little bit, but stay tuned. We'll stream that in the next couple weeks sometime. I just don't know when exactly. We'll try to fit it in. But we'll definitely play it. Just check the playlist link down below. Thank you to all these people for supporting the channel. Thank you for you watching. Thanks to all 43 so far who clicked the like button.
Wow, thank you.
Thank you so much. That's a lot of likes. We appreciate it. And yeah, we don't normally score games here, but it's just a fun, solid family weight game. Like, just look up the cost of what the game is in you know, if you've already played Horrified, Pandemic, Arkham Horror 3rd Edition, any other co-op putting out Fire game, there's like 1,000 of these. It's just one of those games like E.T. There's so many. So, but it does the Stranger Things theme well, ties the mechanics, all the themes are there. The cards make sense why they're doing what they're doing. Items make sense. Yeah, it's just a solid little game and probably worth its money, but do you need a game like this? Are you a Stranger Things fan? That's the question. But if you're like, you know, go look at Pandemic, go look at Horrified, maybe those themes are better for you. Go look up any of the other games that are just like this. Because there's so many like this. It's a solid little game, but this has been done a billion times in our hobby. We've seen this game over and over again. It just this time has a Stranger Things theme on it, right? So they're all the same experience, same length, same complexity, same just putting out fires, trying to be efficient with actions, and a little bit of luck has to be on your side. But yeah, it's just one of those games. So I'm not going to rate it or anything like that, but it's solid. Like the only nitpick I have is like the tokens cleanup and setup is kind of lame, but it's like, it is part of the fun of the game is the tokens. So it's worth it, I think, in that respect. But yeah.
And if you have children, you can maybe just ask them. Find the tokens.
Yeah, it's a good family game. It's good for Stranger Things fans. Good for like even non-board gamers. Nice entry, kind of gateway level-ish game. Maybe not that simple, but still pretty simple. But yeah, I like it. It's cool. It could replace Horrified. Like I could easily get rid of Horrified now because I just love Stranger Things IP. I don't really care about for those old movie monsters, you know. But that game, I do like the different enemies that you pick that mix up the scenario and they all have different win conditions. I do think that's really fun, but I can't really judge this game until I play the second side because then it's kind of like having two different bosses because you're fighting against different enemies. Maybe it's different. Maybe it's the same. I don't know. We haven't read it or played it. So stay tuned for that second playthrough. Maybe we can talk more about the full package here, but I feel like we get a good taste of the game to understand like what's going on. I'm sure it's not that much different on the other side, but stay tuned for that. Yeah, and there's no outpost phase. But tomorrow we'll be having an outpost phase when we play Frosthaven on the channel, continuing our campaign of that.
You're making him Twitch already, Mitch.
Yeah, so stay tuned. Also, we have some Gen Con streams scheduled. If you're interested about Gen Con, come join us on our Q&As if you have questions about it or want to know more about our last minute planning or what you can look forward to at the convention, in and around the convention, I should say. We have 2 streams scheduled to go over games that are being released there or demoed there. We're going to talk about. So those are already scheduled. You can set reminders for those. Just hit the main page during the upcoming streams tab. And also we have more Hunters AD 2114 scheduled. We're still playing through that campaign.
You have more Keyforge? More
Keyforge scheduled. Join me on Monday. I'm playing some more solo Keyforge, trying the newest solo/co-op scenario for that one, which I think is my favorite after the one play I've done of it already. I like it a lot. So I'll probably get my butt kicked, but join me for that, and I can show you how cool it is. It feels very replayable, if you care. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye.